My dearest class of 2019, loved ones, families, and friends. Greetings, good day, salutations. I'm going to request something curious of you all. Please join me in smiling. It sounds strange, I know, but if everyone could make the effort to curl the ends of their lips upwards, no matter how artificial it may seem, if everybody could please just smile. Now, initially, I intended to come up with some sort of joke to let the smile come to be more naturally, but I realize I'm pursuing my master's in counseling as opposed to comedy for a reason. I asked you all to smile because no matter who you are, where you are from, what you believe in, or what you follow, a smile is understood by everyone. It is a universal language. A smile brings us back to life, revitalizes and refreshes us, and uplifts our moods. Smiling, though, is not always as easy as it seems. Growing up in a culture different than that of my parents, I found myself in a blender of perspectives and beliefs that made it difficult to smile and feel confident with who I was. I was a bit of an oddball and even received an award in third grade, craziest kid in the class. I went home beaming that I had just won an award, and as I presented it to my parents, my father's remark of, "You're proud of this?" made me realize there were better things to receive an award for, like for your grades or your positive behavior or something silly like that. What do adults know? As I ascended into my middle and high school years, I defined myself more by looking around and seeing how different my life was compared to everyone else's. Being the different one, I didn't know how to respond to bullies and oftentimes felt alone, and wondered if anyone else ever felt the same. My undergraduate period was next, and I trudged through my first few years having absolutely no idea what I intended to do with my life nor where my purpose would lie. And having such an obscure future and no clear goal, I began to see grades I had never seen before, and got on some strange thing called academic probation. Suddenly, regardless of how terrible the abyss of career uncertainty was, the possibility of getting cut off from financial aid and being dismissed from a university was something worse. I had a transcript that looked like an example of all the different kinds of grades a student could receive in college, and looking at my GPA at the time, you would have been forgiven for thinking I would never get anywhere. My third year of college finally gave me some clarity, and I became quite certain that my niche was working with students, though I was not sure in what capacity nor with what age. My belief in my abilities had fallen so low that it wasn't until my final year that I had finally believed again that I could become an A student, as such grades had become quite foreign to me. During my last year, my older brother began his master's program in counseling here at the University of Redlands. A counselor, what a nice balance between academics and behavior, and I'd be working with students, I thought. So I applied. Due to the lingering effect of my rough first few years, I had to submit a GPA petition form in order to apply to the master's program here at Redlands. I share this story because the lows are no pleasant place to inhabit, but throughout it all I realized a few things I'd like to share with you. First, through the financial difficulties in my life, I concluded that no money nor thing can surpass nor provide the same value that the love from those you care most about. This love is the fuel to our engines of life. People's behavior with you is not always directed towards you, but rather a reaction of things going on in their own lives. Be patient and change their course of negative experiences into a path where positive moments flourish. Lastly, the only person that will stop you from achieving something is you. No finger pointing nor blaming can change this fact. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way you're right. The limitations of achieving anything lie solely within your mind. In the words of Simon Sinek, there are two ways to see the world. Some people see the thing they want, and some people see the thing that prevents them from getting the thing that they want. Always be the first one. As I stand here today, I remember the first day of this program in which your faces were those of strangers. Today they are faces of comfort and community, two very important facets of growth. These quests towards growth have at times come at personal cost to ourselves and those who love us. They, like ourselves, have endured great pains to help us succeed. They too have made sacrifices. On behalf of these sacrifices, we should always find the extra motivation to move forward regardless of how difficult things may become. I've realized there's a beauty in everyone's journey, in that while each of our paths are so distinct, we all share the similarity of having unique stories. In other words, we are all so similar because we are all so different, and we have spent our lives only trying to succeed. There will be potholes on your roads in your journey to creating change, trials and tribulations as well, but remember to not dig up in doubt what you planted in faith, and as Denzel Washington said, keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Therefore, as you go along your way ready to make an impact, keep your beautiful gleaming smiles so that you remain revitalized, refreshed, and uplifted, and in doing so you'll see that same effect transmitted onto those around you. Pursue positive routes to change regardless of how endless that path may seem, in a similar manner to dogs chasing after things that may at times seem uncatchable. Keep moving forward and never give up on what may seem like lost causes, because like these persistent dogs, you too should chase what may seem like endless avenues to bettering our schools and our society as a whole. Just remember, though, we're not just any breed of dog. We are soft, but not weak. We are strong, but not vicious. We are bulldogs. Thank you, and congratulations.